Attention, go. We have a start in the second varsity heavyweight 8 in this Child's Cup Regatta. Once again, it is Princeton furthest from the camera in lane 1, Columbia in the middle, lane 2, Penn closest to the camera, lane 3. And coming off the start, it looks like Princeton has jumped out to a 1-seat advantage over Penn. Penn has another seat over Columbia. Been seeing fast times all morning as we've had a bit of rain here on the East Coast in the past few days. So this is a flowing river here in Philadelphia on the Schuylkill River. So we do have moderate flow at 4,500 cubic feet per second of water floating by. All crews have settled down to their base cadences. It looks like Princeton is 2 seats up over Penn, 4 seats up over Columbia. We have a bit of a stagger to deal with as this course has a bend in it, so it's a little tough to see margins until we come out of the bridge at 1,300 meters. But even with that stagger, I think it's safe to say that it is Princeton over Penn, Penn over Columbia, as Princeton has an advantage with a start up rather in lane 1. Through 500 meters in a time of 1:20, it is Princeton over Penn. Penn trying to get to a full length over Columbia. Penn will be on the inside of the turn. That will benefit them to about 2 seats advantage as we go through the buoys at 1,300 meters. Coming on the other side of the bridge, you'll get a sense of a more true margin. Even with that, Penn has broken open from Columbia. Now it looks like Penn really only trailing Princeton by a seat or 2. Overstroking Princeton, maybe on a move right here. We can't really hear the coxswain from this distance. I'm going to go and call Penn taking the lead now as we go by the Canoe Club. Penn in the lead by a seat. Still Penn by a seat. So we're approaching the 1,000-meter mark that will be in the middle of the St. Joe's Boathouse. In this 2V race, it is Penn well overstroking Princeton. Princeton about to respond. Looks like they're winding their cadence up, and they are on a move now, drawing even as we go through the 1,000 in a time of 2:45. It is Princeton and Penn dead level with Columbia 2.5 lengths back. Wow, too tough to call at this point in the race. Anybody's race now between Penn and Princeton. Once again, Penn in the near boat in the black Resolute, Princeton in the far boat, the white Vespoli V1, Columbia trailing the race by 2.5 lengths. At 7:50 to go, Princeton by about a seat over Penn. Still anybody's race. Many of these Philadelphia crews, we tend to see a response or a press somewhere in this third 500, usually at the steps that you'll see in the background, the white steps. A lot of the guys that are from Philadelphia like to start to make a move there, positioning themselves for their final sprint. Now from this angle, we're about level with Penn's 6th seat. I'm still going to call Princeton by about a seat. We're approaching 500 to go. Looks like Penn has started to press back into Princeton and even take the lead by a foot. Great race between these second varsity crews in this Child's Cup Regatta. Through 500 meters to go in a time of 4:12. Too tough to call from this vantage point. It's also worth noting that the finish line is staggered. If the crews were level, meaning perpendicular to the direction they're going, Princeton would hit the race or the finish line first, as the course angles where lane 1 hits first if crews are perpendicular to the lane. Even with that, Princeton has put a pretty big press on as we've come through 300 to go, and they've taken 2-3 seats on a move. Penn starting to wind their cadence up in response. Princeton seems to have taken control by 2 or 3 seats. as we're into 250 to go. Great race between these two second varsity crews. Coming into 150 to go. It is Princeton by 4 seats over Penn in the second varsity 8 race. We'll have to drop back from race pace, so we'll have to gauge from rowers' reactions, but I think it's safe to say Princeton's still up by 3 seats over Penn going into the final 3-4 strokes of this second varsity 8 race.